don't know how many of you can hear me, but I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you. So I'm going to make this real quick, but if you can lend me your ears, that'd be fantastic. Much appreciated. Here's a fact. 85% of Americans believe that either fundamental changes or a complete rebuild needs to happen to campaign financing. That's 85%. Citation, CBS and the New York Times. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to be telling you why this is, what's going on here on campus to change this, and how you can participate in this change. First, however, I want to tell you guys something real quickly about myself. My name's Jacob Simon. I'm a senior here at Cal Poly Humboldt. I'm also the president of the Student Activism Club. I'll be telling you guys more about that in a minute. I got two boards up here. Take a look if you'd like. I'm going to tell you really quickly what they are as well. To my left right here, it talks about the economic elite top 10%. Top 10% of people in America. Their effect on policy change. If they do not support it, it doesn't happen. If they do support it, it has a super majority chance of passing. Here's everyone else. This is the bottom 90% of people. This is a Princeton study, by the way, done by 2 PhD professors. That's us. From 0% support to 100% support, there is a straight line, flat line, dead. We don't have an effect on our policy change. There's a reason why that is. There's a reason why, and I'm going to tell you that right now. Here are the biggest reasons why. Bribery is legal. Bribery. That's a straight up legal thing in the American system. First world country. Biggest GPA. Gross domestic product. Right? Hugely influential country, and bribery is straight up legal. There's something called the revolving door of corruption. What it is that when politicians graduate, so to speak, they're no longer politicians. They come back as very well-paid lobbyists to influence the current politicians in power. Purposeful lying and misleading is legal, but slander and libel is not. Politicians can lie and manipulate freely the American people and not be held accountable for it. And yet we have slander and libel that's illegalized. Our elections are also bought. There are these three things called super PACs, hybrid PACs, and dark money groups. All of them are unlimited, infinite in their potential to buy our elections. And right here in front of you, the Princeton study proves that shit. Our elections are bought. Dark money groups, so we don't even know where the money's coming from. That's what those things are. This is why we are struggling. This is why every human, animal, and environmental rights group on the planet, particularly in this country, is struggling as terribly as they are. They're not being listened to. We see this on a constant level, on a constant basis. They're not being respected. And God knows that they are justified in their positions, in their perspectives, and their values. For example, something that we've all seen before. People getting pepper sprayed and hosed by privatized, pretty key there, right? Privatized police for protesting a pipeline on native land, stealing their land even more. That was a fucking thing that happened. Here's one really big struggle too. This is really hard hitting. BPA, PFAS, and other cancer-causing chemicals are perfectly and needlessly legal. They cause the deaths of thousands of Americans every single year. And it's because of corruption. We have murderers, sociopaths in power. That is a hard-hitting reality. Citation, EPA.gov. But we're not damned. We're not. We're really not. We've seen this time and time again for every single human struggle, every single revolution that's ever happened. Shit has changed. We can do it again. Things are fucked right now, but we're the most powerful that we've ever been because we have things like the internet, where we can connect to each other on our base humanity. That's how every single revolution has ever happened before, because people were able to talk to each other and shit changed. This end to corruption starts by allowing our voices to be heard. People have, are, and will succeed in having our voices heard, but we do that together. We know what is causing corruption. I just went over those reasons. Those are really significant reasons as well. We can illegalize those things. Straight up, we can illegalize them. We can legalize it in our local environment. We can do that right here. It doesn't have to be some big, huge ideal that seems so far out of the reach, though very well one day we will have that. But for ourselves, here we are, we can have that shit. In our local environment, in our local government, we can change things. So here's what's happening. Like I said earlier, I'm the president of the Student Activism Club on campus. This is a coalition effort between every socially and politically inclined group on campus. There's well over a dozen. I'm already in connection with them. We're doing protests, marches, walkouts, speeches, a lot of things. You're going to be seeing this. You're going to be hearing it on the radio. It's going to be in the local newspaper. That shit's happening. We'll also be working with groups off campus as well. It gets better though. Something called the American Anti-Corruption Act, written up by a group called Represent Us. They're a nonprofit. They tackle effectively every single point of causing corruption. Everything that causes corruption, they tackle that shit, and they legalize it or highly regulate it in the least. That's real, and that's out there, and it's happening right now across the country. That's happening. If you haven't heard about it, you want to know why? Because media companies are privatized. Ooh, shocker. Here's the last bit. I got sign-up sheets right here. You guys can put your name, your email. I'm going to put you on a list. You're going to be involved in the Student Activism Club. We're going to be doing shit together. A lot of shit. It's going to be big. It's going to be everywhere, and changes will actually happen because we've been doing that. Humanity has been doing that. You can do that too. You are as well a part of humanity. Remember that, because that shit is real. That shit is fucking real. More than most anything else. I also have financial literacy cards. Fun fact, I'm also the president of the investment club on campus. There are significant realities that are being hidden from us because it's not in our education system, and that's for a reason. I could tell you what's on those cards, and I don't know if you would really believe me, but in a nutshell, you can get a house that would make you $14,000 every single year for $1,200. $1,200, you can do that. Government-sponsored programs that will pay for your down payment and closing costs. That's real, I can prove it to you. Come on up, we can have a chat. Also, shout out to the investment club. Thank you.